Hello, God Squad. What's happening? I am in the car waiting on my gym partner, and I'm about to go work out. But there was a message that came to me, and we always talk about healing, growth, and progression on this channel, right? And the message was have patience, right? In the same way that we've been through things as children, in the same way that we had to go through childhood trauma, in the same way that we had to find a way to heal ourselves, and most of us are still walking around unhealed. Most of us are still walking around with childhood trauma, with issues and things like that we have not healed. When we find our partner and our partner is going through this, and our partner is trying to find their way out of childhood trauma, our partner is trying to find an outlet, somebody to talk to, somebody that they can trust, because our partners, especially our partners were taught to be quiet. Our partners were taught to not cry. Our partners were taught to hold it in. Our partners were taught to keep secrets. Our partners were taught snitches get stitches. Do you understand me? So as healers, and I hear so many people talk about how intuitive they are and this gift and that gift. It takes a lot of patience when we're dealing with our partners, when we're dealing with the person that's for us. It takes us time, it takes patience, because people aren't going to just open up to you and give you all of their valuables. It's like meeting somebody and they just say, hey, here's my treasure box. You know what I'm saying? You want somebody to just open up their treasure box to you without fully trusting you, right? You want somebody, oh, well, you know, if you're chilling with me, then you should trust me. It doesn't work like that. And especially with a male companion, that trust comes in layers. Do you understand me? And so we have to have patience and allow these people to peel back these layers. You will never, ever find what is truly good for you if you continue to omit the fact that you are not the only one with trauma. You are not the only one with pain, right? You don't want to go and get with somebody to trauma bond, but there's a couple different traumas that we were all accustomed to growing up. It just wasn't females. It's okay, especially adult contact with children, right? In an inappropriate way. That's not just female based. That's not a gender based thing that was put on our people, you know, on people in general. That goes for men too. But that's just a conversation that we are not having, that men have been abused as well, and men do not have an outlet for that. And yet when men act a certain way in, you know, their adult life, we feel like we want to call them names. We feel like we want to call them out. We feel like we want to label this person as something less than what they truly are, because they don't know how to express themselves, or they don't have an outlet to express themselves, right? You want this person to open up to you and trust you, but yet at the end of the day, as soon as y'all get mad, you talking about, that's why your feet stink, and you got skirt in your drawers. You know what I'm saying? A person can't trust you or entrust you with their deep, dark secrets when you are, you know, living in that energy. So, ladies, I wanted to tell you to have patience with these people, right? Peel the layers back slowly. As a healer, I'm not a healer because I woke up and said, I want to heal people. Hell no. As a healer, I had to heal myself. I had to heal myself in more ways than one, and it was a battle. It wasn't easy, okay? So after I healed myself, then I was people were put in front of me that I had to work with in one way or another, and I had to figure out what that was that I need, what purpose this is, what type of healing do I need to do. Sometimes I activate healing in people, and I don't even try, right? You know, I don't even want to help you, but, you know, spirit be like, oh, all right, you done did enough, you know, but everyone is around you for a reason. So if you are a healer, if you're saying that you're intuitive, then know when somebody has something going on. Know when somebody is not absolutely like right within. Know when somebody needs your assistance and your help, and give them that assistance and that help. It's not all about you, right? So if you come to me and you're under me with Ifa, I always tell people, listen, I want you to go through spiritual development before you go through anything else. Because if you are not healing your child, the child in you, if you're not healing the hurt adult in you, and then you come into something and you gain these powers and you gain a certain ashe that you're not used to, then you're going to be a whole hot mess again. And we got enough of those people in Ifa. We got enough of them in Ifa. So it's about healing yourself and doing the work that's required of you. When I have people and I tell them, hey, this is what we're going to do, and I give you that game plan, and then you come back and then you be like, okay, you're trying to convince me to see something a different way. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to say, go to Ifa. Go to Osei Ifa. Stay consistent with Osei Ifa. I'm going to tell you to pray. That's what I'm going to tell you to do. Because once I give you the remedy, once I tell you what I need to tell you, and then you want to deviate based upon what you want to do, I'm not here to convince you. I'm not here to convince anybody to do the right thing, right? So we have to allow people to move and grow at their own pace. But you also want to let this person know that they have the platform to be able to communicate with you, right? The platform is the open door. The door is open for them to communicate with you and for them to be able to understand that. It's a lot of healing that needs to take place within us. These things were done to us purposely, okay? These things were done to us purposely to break us down, to, mess up our brain, to mess up our thought process, for us to not feel good enough. Do you know how many people that's walking around that feel like they are not good enough because of what they've been through, not knowing that just about everybody around them has been through the same exact thing? You are not alone. You're not. So have patience. You never know what that person is going through. Now, are we making excuses? No, we're not. Are we allowing people to fall short in our life based on their past? No, we're not. Because no one should suffer for what someone else did to you, and no one should suffer in your present for what happened to you in your past. So when we keep those two things in mind, no, we're holding everyone accountable for what it is that they've done, but we're also being open-minded that there is trauma. So how do we heal this trauma? How do we bridge this trauma, right? We ain't dragging nobody along. Either you want my assistance or you don't. But what I do need for you to do is have patience with him. And I need for him, brother, to be open and to communicate with her so that you can have outlet, that you can have somebody to heal yourself, to talk to explain what you went through. Because it's hard. It's hard being a grown black man and having all of this trauma that you got to hold in because you're scared that somebody is going to find out about it, and you feel like you're going to be demasculated because that was the overall agenda. You are not your issues. You are not your trauma. You are strong. You are a strong black man. You are a strong black woman. You handle that. The God Squad, we don't create victims. We create survivors. If you are still here based on what you went through, then we're not dwelling on what you went through. We're dwelling on how we got past it and how we're still standing greater than ever when something tried to break us and we broke it. Ashe.